Well, we are speaking with Gregg Andrews and Big John at Chatham Street Warehouse, and I just wanted to get to know you guys a little bit and for y'all to talk about Chatham Street Warehouse and how it got started. What about you?
Well, my name is Gregg Andrews, Dr. G in music, and I front a band, Dr. G and the Mudcats, thanks to Kent Finlay. I came down here in early 2000. I was a history professor at Texas State University.
Well, my name is Big John Mills. I live in San Marcos, and I've been playing music for a living for 43 years, which is about 9/10 of my life.
Let's start with the history of the place, the very beginning. There's a train. Okay.
That's Chatham Street.
Chatham Street, right. There's our train right there.
Yeah.
This is what Chatham Street's all about right here. Kent opened this place in June of 1974. He leased the building from George Gilbert and Curtis Jenkins. They were the actual owners, and they had just bought it. They hadn't owned it very long. They bought it from Ethel Reed, and the Reed family, Reedville's named after them.
Oh, okay.
She bought it in 1935. She was a school teacher here in San Marcos, and her husband was a businessman. And the building itself, I think the first reference that we have to a building being on this property was late 1909, early 1910. And over the years it was used for a number of things, warehousing mainly, cotton shipping. There was cotton seed stored in here, and I believe Kent said at the time that he opened Chatham Street that the city was using it to store Christmas decorations in.
Okay. So like,
And he transformed it into this beautiful honky-tonk.
Wow. Has the building gone through anything like earthquakes or fires or anything like that, or any
Train derailments.
Train
While the derailers were playing one night, the train
Are you
derailed.
serious?
Yeah, you couldn't have done it
Is
any
that
better.
like the weirdest
Yeah.
coincidence?
And then it happened 1 year later, and 2 Tons of Steel were playing. So it was like, don't have a train band and
yeah, wow. And so what does that do? I mean, was it right here that the derailment
Oh yeah,
happened?
it's right out there.
So did it do something to the building here?
Oh no. Just got off the tracks and stopped traffic for about 3 hours,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
nobody could come or go.
The building's had a charmed life, I think.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Joe Ely tell a story when he was playing here one night that back years ago, when in the early years when he was playing here, that they heard, you're used to hearing these trains go by and everything shakes and you hear all these noises and you just get used to it. But one night he said there was a noise that he hadn't heard before, and somebody had pulled their truck up a little bit too close to the railroad tracks out here, and they hit the truck out here. And so everybody stopped and ran outside. And it's part of the mystique of Chatham Street, I
part of the
think.
character.
I don't recall ever hearing of a tornado or any fundamental damage to this building. It's not an easy place to be in when there's a good hard thunderstorm.
So how long have either of y'all known Kent?
I met Kent in late 04, and then I moved up here in like 05. And I just knew him ever since then. Spent a lot of time with him, a lot of traveling time. He and I went to gigs together, and we went to Nashville together a bunch of times. We recorded together a bunch of times, not enough though.
I met him shortly after he reopened, I think in March of 2000. I had seen him, I knew who he was, and when I moved to Texas in 1988, I went to this rally, a political rally, and there was this guy there playing music and his little girl playing the fiddle, and it was Kent and Jenny.
Yeah.
But I didn't meet him. I listened to him that night, and instead of the political speeches, I was listening to Kent play, and I liked what he did. And I didn't realize at that time that I was going to become a very good friend of his. And a former student of mine and I had just created the Center for Texas Music History at Texas State. And so I decided to come down here. Well, Kent is his typical generous self. He let us use Chatham Street for a mini Kerrville folk festival.
Oh, that's cool.
As a fundraiser, he donated the money to the newly established Center for Texas Music History. And so I met him that night and got to talking to him, and he said, well, you need to come down here sometime on a Wednesday night. And he said, see what we do. That's what we're all about. So I came down here every Wednesday night for I don't think I missed a night, like for a better part of a year, and actually past more than that. But I was blown away by the quality of writing that I was hearing come out of here. Every now and then a special guest would show up, like Ray Wiley Hubbard. And I just thought, man, I felt like a kid in a candy store, you know?
Just, you know, there's something about Chatham Street that makes you want to write music. If you come on Wednesday night and you just, even if you don't participate, if you just listen, it gives you just get ideas all of a sudden, you know, and you're not like getting ideas from exactly what the person's singing. It's just like, oh, that gave me an idea of something totally different, but you know, you can write about something that's, well, like they say, write about what you know. I mean, if you don't write about what you know, then you're Nashville. So that's what breaks us up from being different from Nashville. Is Nashville, they meet and they get handed a piece of paper and they say, write a song about a tractor, you know. And here we write about what we know, you know. I write songs about my dogs and my wife and my truck and, you know, just about life in general, the ups and downs of life, because if you've had all ups in life, then you hadn't had a life yet.
Yeah.
When I think of Kent's music, I always think of John playing with him, because I've seen them play together so many times over the years. I met John, in fact, right after he moved here, and it was Kent. It put us together. At that time, my band had a different makeup, and Colin Brooks, who had played in the band, he had left to be with the Band of Heathens, and so I was looking for a guitar player. Hunter St. Marie played for a while for me, and then he graduated and left, and so around that time I met John, and Kent says, you need to go see him. And so we've been good friends ever since then, and been playing music together ever since then.